Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Bobby Smith, Field President for Powur. We are a public benefit corporation dedicated to building a better world for our children and for theirs. We are honored to have you here tonight. Our focus tonight is to give our guests every possible reason to take 5 minutes when we're done, join our company, be a part of the future of renewable energy, and get ready for some major events that we have coming up. I have the pleasure tonight of introducing a woman who has made a dramatic impact on our company. The excuses are going to go out the window tonight, folks, because whether you're in a market that we serve today or whether you live in a market that we're going to be in or whatever it may be, Melissa Dawson is a woman who from Idaho has built an extraordinary organization around the United States, being creative and inventive and just, building in so many different directions and doing so many different things as an entrepreneur. Our hats just go off to her. She's leading men and women around the United States towards a cleaner and a better world, and we couldn't be happier to introduce her tonight. So we're very excited to get this going. Melissa, you've got the screen, and let's rock and roll.
Okay, great. Well, can you go ahead and see my screen just to start off with?
We can.
Perfect. Okay, great. Well, welcome. It's so exciting to have everybody here. If you haven't had the chance, please go ahead and type in the chat bar. Let us know where you're zooming in from. So very great to have everybody here. So a lot of you might already know and love Powur, but tonight it's really about a special night designed for anyone who's here learning for the first time. So Bobby gave you a little bit about me, but let me tell you a little bit more. I was working in for corporate America, not really looking for anything. I thought I had it made, but I definitely really missed having that life by design and all different things. And again, I didn't think I was looking for anything. And then in 2016, I met Jonathan Budd. And when I heard his crystal clear vision on Powur, I knew that that was something that I really had been looking for, a legacy that I left the world a better place, that I did something. Not only that, it's a way that gave me an opportunity to have true life by design, location freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, really, truly life by design. So enough about me, let's talk about Powur. So we install a lot of solar, but we are not a solar company. We're a platform company. So what exactly does that mean? Well, we're going to talk more about that tonight. But in brief, Powur is a platform built to accelerate the adoption of clean energy. I'd like to make a case tonight for why we are the right industry at the right time and why Powur is the right platform to help you build a thriving business. The greatest part is it's an industry that people are totally flocking to. Think about what we see and feel in the news, it's just everything's so expensive. The grocery store, gas, our electric bills, the price of energy is going up, up, and up. When we first started back in the beginning, it was like in a lot of places, 18 cents a kilowatt an hour. I know that might not mean a lot to you guys right now, but as we keep talking and learning, you'll learn more about being a kilowatt an hour. But it now is currently at about 31 cents a kilowatt an hour in some places. And that's just kind of crazy. Like some of the electric bills that some of us look at for homeowners, it's like a small mortgage. It's insane. So let's take a look at what would it be like if we stop as consumers renting our electricity and we own it. So we're going to then help save 50% on your energy costs. Powur has amazing zero down financing options to really help homeowners get an ownership of their electricity. Right now, the federal government has an amazing 30% federal tax credit, and it's a great way for homeowners to really increase the value of their home. If you think about a home with solar versus a home without solar, why wouldn't you want one without an electric bill, right? Great way to increase the value of the home. And probably the most important thing, it's that clean, renewable energy. So how big is this opportunity? Let me tell you, it's real big. Right now, there are 130 million homes in the US. 90 million are eligible for solar, yet only 3.5 million have gone solar. So that's leaving us with 4%, and that's only 4% of the eligible home. So if we do some quick math, that's going to come up to 87 million households could go solar and help become energy independent. If that much is true, why is it like, and it's just such a no-brainer, you know, why aren't more people flocking to the industry? You know, right now we only have a 3 to 4% penetration. And there's, like we say, 87 million homes that are eligible for solar. So why aren't more people in this industry? Well, we really believe that it's the model. So solar has been largely the same for many years. There has been a lot of innovation along the way, but there really has been little innovation in the model of how do you bring solar to the customers. Bucky Fuller, a renowned architect, systems thinker, and considered really one of the early adopters of solar technology, he really said it the best. And that is, to change things, don't try to fight the existing reality. Build a new model that makes sense, one that makes the old model obsolete. So that's really what we feel that we've done here with the Powur platform. You know, we've seen this so many times in industries. Just think about the way that you do business with so many companies in your day-to-day interactions. You know, traditional retail has shifted to a world where we just, you know, we press a button on our cell phone and bing, it's at our door the very next day. You know, think about like Kmart. Is Kmart around? No, that is a thing of the past. Amazon has replaced that. What about when you go to the airport? Do you go wait outside and try to hail a taxi in the pouring rain and the extreme weather? No, you sit inside where it's climate control. Boom, you order yourself an Uber. What about when you go on vacation? Do you now always just stay at a hotel? Or maybe you're like Bobby and I. Bobby, we like to go to the beach. You know, we're going to go find a cool hip Airbnb on the beach. Basically, platform economy has changed it for Blockbuster to Netflix, the real estate industry. It's all changed. This is a platform economy, and it is rapidly changing how we do business, how we live, industry by industry. This is an example what Powur is doing for the solar industry. We are well on our way to being the defining category leader for a platform that is redefining. It empowers and accelerates an industry that is the most important industry to our generation, and that is clean energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the seller and the homeowner. We've created a platform with a model with complete transparency. What that means for sellers is you get access to all the leading solutions and equipment, financing, and more leveraging of our ever increasing buying power. Last month alone, we sold 23 megawatts of solar. What do you think that does for our buying power? What it means for the homeowners is you get a fully customized solution for less than the competition. Labor partners, product partners, and installers, they all plug into the platform, making it even more of a powerful tool to sellers. We started with the seller and the homeowner and have created a platform model with complete transparency. What it means for sellers is you get access to all the leading solar solutions for equipment, financing, and more leveraging and ever increased buying power. So regardless of where you come from and your background, you can be successful on this platform. We have thousands of professionals succeeding on this platform. We recently did an insight survey and we learned about half of our users have previous solar experience. About 80% have previous sales, just sales experience, and then the rest, no experience at all. And regardless of where you're coming from, this platform empowers you with what you need to succeed. Let's watch this short video, and we're going to learn about 3 successful sellers and their journey with Powur.
I just had my biggest winter in solar that I've had in 7 years. And coming from solar, having a big winter, that says a lot. My fiance quit his job last year, and now we both work from home with Powur. We're able to spend so much more time with our 3 children, and we're able to go on more vacations. I just bought myself a Tesla, and we also just entered escrow for a new home. I really feel like I'm living the dream life.
In just a few months working for Powur, I've discovered the real meaning of freedom, especially time freedom. I get to work my own hours, get to go to the gym whenever I want, and I get to spend time with my friends and family without having to take time off. I'm literally my own boss. On top of it, I've made more than ever before in my sales career.
Cada individuo que entra en Powur es como si fuera el propio dueño de su compañía solar. Porque Powur está enfocado en que cada uno de ustedes puedan lograr sus metas y sus sueños, pero a la misma vez que ayudamos a la adopción de la energía renovable al planeta. Me enamoré de ese trabajo porque ese trabajo me daba la libertad que no tenía en otros trabajos anteriores.
Other companies that I worked for had a terrible culture. I used to spend hours on the road driving from appointment to appointment for leads that just weren't that good. I was exhausted, I was overworked, money was tight, and I had to sell so many deals just to make a decent income. And there was time where I didn't know how I was going to pay the groceries.
Working for a boss in a big company was all I knew. At Verizon, I used to work 60 to 70-hour weeks with zero compensation for overtime. I'd wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, and start all over again. I had to request days off, and I missed a lot of Christmas dinners with my family.
Nací en Puerto Rico, en el 2009 vine a los Estados Unidos por primera vez. Mi primer trabajo fue en un hotel, haciendo housekeeping, con el que limpia los cuartos. En Texas comencé a trabajar con Target y H-E-B. Después conocí Coca-Cola. Cuando me hablaron de la energía solar en el 2018, busqué en Google acerca de los paneles solares. Él me introduce con Edgardo González y Edgardo me dice el plan y la estrategia que tenía para hacer crecer esto, y yo dije, yo quiero ser parte de eso.
My friend Jonathan Brunasso, who I had worked with in several of my past solar companies, told me about Powur and how I can generate my own leads and offer customers so much more than the other companies. It just felt different, and the culture was completely different from anything that I had experienced. We just got back from Mexico, where Powur partnered with Prosperity Homes, and they took us on an all expenses paid trip. This is what I mean by the culture at Powur. No other company has ever done anything like that for me.
I won't lie, I was very skeptical in the beginning. Having spent my whole career as a W-2 employee, moving from guaranteed paychecks to 1099 was very, very scary for me. It was Jonathan, along with other great mentors, who convinced me that I should switch to essentially becoming an entrepreneur with Powur. When I started out in October 2021, I got help from a tier 3 sales partner to close my first few deals. Since then, I've closed 19 contracts in just a few months, and I've earned more than I ever have before.
I was blown away by how easy it is to enter a lead, and there's so much control that we have for customizing proposals for a homeowner. You can choose the type of equipment you want to offer them. You can choose the type of financing from so many options. And if you know they're getting a roof or an electrical panel, you can put that in right away. And there's so much control that we have to better serve homeowners.
You get the freedom of time and being your own boss, but you also become an expert in your field. The certification courses teach you everything you need to know, and if you ever have a question or need advice, you can dig into the knowledge base or even reach out to the thriving community of Powur sellers. I get to stick to what I do best, which is selling, and leaving the rest and brand messaging to Powur. It really is the best of both worlds.
Powur me dio la oportunidad de que sin dejar el trabajo que yo tenía, podía hacerlo part-time y con el tiempo, ese part-time podía darme esos ingresos que yo necesitaba para comprar mi casa, siempre y cuando yo cumpliera mis metas. Esa es la libertad que te ofrece Powur. Si tú tienes la oportunidad de alcanzar cada uno de tus sueños con algo que está ayudando a miles de personas a ahorrar dinero, ¿por qué decir que no?
I couldn't have imagined that I would be living the life I am now just 2 years into joining Powur, and I can't wait to see what we do next. My name is Cynthia Alvidrez, and I'm living a powered life.
My name is Jeff Hugh, and I'm living a powered life.
Mi nombre es William Contreras y este es mi Powur Life.
Whew, that video gives me chills. I don't know about you. It's just been incredible to watch the three of them and on their solar journey with Powur. Absolutely incredible. So as a solar professional and an entrepreneur, what you get on this platform, it's everything that you need to have a robust, lucrative, and successful solar business. From your initial lead generation to the sales process to complete fulfillment on your solar projects, you get everything that you need in a cloud-based platform. You get your marketing assets, virtual proposal tools, online back office, homeowner presentation, our training and our knowledge base, and affordable healthcare. So I don't know if you guys are like I was, but when I worked for corporate America, I just didn't think I could ever leave corporate America because I needed health insurance. Well, Powur, everything they do, they see a problem and they find a solution, and that's what they did. So we're so excited that we all now have affordable health insurance. So let's take a quick look at some different features that the Powur platform has to offer. So we'll go ahead and we're going to start with checking out this. So we got Instagram. We have an amazing digital marketing company. They provide us with things to put on Instagram, Facebook, all over the place. You can almost create your own online lead gen too, where people can watch a short video. Once they click on it, when they fill out their info on it, that lead will pop up in your Powur platform. Our amazing Chief Marketing Officer, Cami, has created some of the best leave behinds, brochures for door knocking, any of that. We want to provide the tools for you to succeed. A real fun one that a lot of people are doing is they're doing mail flyers. So you can get on, you can get on this little map, you choose that area that you want to send the flyers, and there you go. This is a quick look at our solo proposal. You can see here, this is where we design our systems. We can easily take panels off. We can take the panels off. Everything is dynamic in real time. You can see the price of things. It's a great way for you to really share those numbers with the reps, with the homeowners. You can really start to see, you know, what are they currently paying? What would their federal tax credit be? You can see all of the loan options in there. You qualify them, everything right there. In addition to the solar, we also are able to help them with their roofs. We can do a roof quote. We can gather up all the info on their roof and through our design software, give them a quote for that. All of the kinds of adders and things, if you're into solar, you'll know what that means. If you don't worry. You know, we have all the training. How do you overcome a rebuttal? What do you do? This is the Powur Knowledge Center. I love this. It is like the brain. Everything you could ever want to know about solar, Powur, it is right there. You can look to see what is our warranty. It's an amazing warranty. All of the info's in there. You know, we have great relationships with all of our partners in there. This is a great way to see if you want to like look at a utility bill or what is a net metering policy in a certain area. You can look that up. Again, our great partnerships, InPhase, Mosaic, they've done great training and it's all right there. This is a quick look at our virtual site survey app. It really helps that homeowner get engaged right off the bat. They're taking pictures. It speeds up our time to install because we can get the designs back faster, and most importantly, get the homeowner solar and get you paid faster. Now, this is our dashboard. This is super hip. We have all sorts of contests all the time, so you can see where you're at on the leaderboard for those fun contests. You can get a quick note from your project manager. This is how we're able to communicate with our project manager right here. This is showing you our ambassador referral program. Powur pays our referrals $1,000 for referring someone to us, and they get to track everything as they go. Truly, the platform is every tool that you need to be successful is available to you. So I bet you're thinking, show me the money. How do you make money? Well, I've got some great news for you, because as a SaaS platform, Powur is completely different from any other solar company out there. Powur keeps only 15% of the net margin on any project. And that is really how it's going to benefit you. So let me explain on a personal sale, you get 70% of the net margin on any project. This is I'm going to ask this person to mute here. There we go. All right. So let's get back to that 70% of that net margin. Guess how much you're going to make? On average, you're going to make between $6,000 and $7,000 per deal. And each is paid when you achieve that commissional stage. We have partnered sales. The partnered sales is called a tier 3 program. You can earn while you learn, and you make more with that split commission than you ever would with another company. You know, you go work for another company, you're going to get a very small commission while you're in the learning phase. Of course, Powur, we think differently. So you're going to get a big part of the commission. We also have a lucrative revenue share program that Powur pays from that. Remember that 30%? They're paying from that 30% that they keep. So if you choose to refer others to the platform, and if you choose to build a solar team, then you can earn anywhere between $100 and $600 on every deal that is done in your team. All right, this next one is big. I have never heard of another solar company doing it, and it is a financing rebate. All right, what is that? Powur now gives the seller 1.5% of the loan back to them. This is huge because you can either keep that as a seller, or maybe you want to pass that savings on to the homeowner, especially let's say if you're in a real competitive bidding situation. It's a great way to leverage and get that price down for that homeowner. And finally, Powur is committed to growth, and creating an entrepreneurial community is key to that. So they have created an incredible program where you can become a true owner of Powur, and you can earn stock options by hitting certain milestones along the way. So now that you've seen how lucrative Powur is, let's talk about the simple path for you to get started. Once you complete an interactive and helpful certification course, you're ready to go. Everyone starts as a tier 1 seller. As a tier 1 seller, you will be completing 1 to 3 deals with a mentor. If you are coming in as a seasoned solar professional, you only have to do 1 deal as a mentor. But if you've never sold solar, you get to work with a mentor for at least 3 deals. And of course, if you want to keep working with a mentor, you're more than welcome to do that. Again, you're earning and you're learning. After a tier 1, you're on your way and you're going to be a tier 2 seller. And now as a tier 2 seller, you get to start closing deals on your own. And so that means you get the bulk of the commission, that 70%. So on average, that's about $7,000. At this level, you will be completing a minimum of 5 deals on your own. Once you've completed those 5 deals on your own, and if you're interested, you can become a tier 3 seller. Let me tell you, the really cool thing about a tier 3 seller is you now have the ability to mentor others. You will now have the ability to accept leads from other people or businesses that want you to close those leads. I hear it all the time with the solar professionals. They're saying, where do you get the leads? Do you have the leads? We do. As soon as you become a tier 3 seller, you're eligible for it. It's pretty cool. So how did we become so powerful? Well, this model has really, that we just talked about with the tier sellers, all of that, that's really contributed to the substantial growth of Powur. We've grown because of our focus and our innovation. What started as a little humble lead gen company with a vision has grown to a nearly $300 million company with back-to-back record crowd-making fundraising rounds. Industrial professionals, they're joining our platform. Technology additions like that virtual site survey program I told you about, the enterprise program, homeowner apps, a project site app for our labor partners, and more. We want all of our sellers to achieve that tier 3 status, and we want all of our sellers to be well trained and represent Powur and the solar opportunity the very best to homeowners. So we have a training program that is just one of the best out there. We have all of our training is done from our state-of-the-art training center. It really looks more like a media production rather than a solar company. But again, we wanted to take the best training and we wanted to be able to get it out to you guys. So with our training, you're going to have a searchable, interactive training content on topics like your solar operation process, bestseller practices. You're going to learn everything and even more than you ever wanted to learn about solar. Really, the best part is with our tiered program, again, you're learning as you're earning. So to get started, all you have to do is just simply pique interest and get a homeowner introduced to that tier 3 seller. And then they're going to take over everything from there. They're there to hold your hand through the entire process and make sure the homeowner is super comfortable about going solar. So you've heard how Powur is disrupting the industry, creating the best product on the market, offering the most lucrative model in solar, has a rapidly growing, profitable, and sustainable model, and is using technology to leverage the platform economy to scale. But what we haven't talked about yet is our team culture. And the best person to share that with you is Jonathan Budd. So let's take a look and see what Jonathan has to say about his vision with Powur.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Budd. I'm the CEO and founder of Powur. And if you made it this far, you've probably heard incredible reasons to join our company already. But I want to take a minute to share with you where this company really came from. 12 years ago, 2010, I was making lots of money. I had a successful digital publishing company, but something was missing. And I really wanted the work that I actually do every day to be making a difference, to be helping to solve some of the challenges going on our planet. And I got a call one day from my friend Jim Bunch, and he said, "Hey man, I'm going on this trip with this organization, the Pachamama Alliance. I think you should come. Can you come to the Amazon rainforest?" For some strange reason, I said yes. So I went down to the Amazon rainforest with the Pachamama Alliance, spending time with this culture that has no concept of trash, that has lived for thousands of years in that forest. And down there, in the middle of a ceremony with one of the elder shamans of this tribe, the vision for Powur came to me. What I knew in that moment was that I was meant to come back and start an organization, the first of its kind, that was going to figure out how to enable anyone to earn their livelihood and participate in the clean energy or solar revolution. And it took me almost 10 years to really figure out what it was, following the clues and the signs that has ultimately led to where we are today. which is this absolutely disruptive platform for the solar energy industry. Powur is truly here to make the biggest difference we possibly can, aiding our world in becoming sustainable, getting as much carbon out of the atmosphere as possible, and delivering the next generation of infrastructure that society is going to be built on. Now, on top of that, our purpose is to reward financially the people who make that happen more than they ever have been in their lives before. We have this fundamental belief that if you get paid really well to do good, then you're going to do more good. The vision for Powur is to build the largest clean energy platform on planet Earth. And I think the potential for Powur is to truly be a global distributed energy utility that is delivering essential services that we all need for survival at breakthrough costs. This is not just solar power. This is solar power plus storage so that we can become our own utility and we're truly grid independent. This is transportation, whether that's electric vehicles or other forms of transportation that are coming. This is, of course, our appliances and the electrification of the home. This is how we grow food, how we source water. All of these are going to be challenges in the future, and technologies are enabling a new type of way to meet these needs. So this is an incredibly exciting time, and the platform is just in its infancy, and we're now getting to the point where we're able to add so many different types of installers, whether it's HVAC contractors, roofers, solar installers, all of the infrastructure that we need to live in a sustainable world, save money, and lower our carbon footprint. This platform is going to be able to sell and fulfill. I truly think this represents a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and there is no other company, not one, that is close to where we are today in giving you the opportunity to participate. Powur is owned truly by the people. We have now done 2 record-breaking crowdfunding rounds in which we let every single person in our ecosystem become equity owners of the company. In addition, we offer stock options to every single person who joins the company if they hit certain performance criteria. And we want it that way because truly our purpose here is to shift as much wealth to the people who are building the clean energy economy as we possibly can. This is truly the time to leave your mark. This is the time to go big, to make your dreams come true, to build that career, that lifestyle, that best life that you've envisioned for yourself, making a difference, doing it with people you love, and creating the financial prosperity that you know is possible for you. So, it's been my honor to meet you and share with you a little about the vision, origin, and purpose of Powur. Now it's your turn to join this amazing company, and let's go out there and accelerate the adoption of sustainable energy together.
Woo! Well, it's pretty easy to see why we love Jonathan Budd and why we're on this mission with him. When you have a leader like that leading a company, you just can't go wrong. It's pretty obvious why Jonathan attracts just such incredible humans to be part of this journey with us. But it's not just about that. There's even more. Powur is a public benefit corporation, which means everything we do is focused on creating the highest possible positive impact we can have on this world. That's called balancing purpose with profitability. So you can't just take my word for it. Let's talk about a handful of customer reviews that I have to share with you this evening. We are proud of many of the accolades that I've shared tonight, but none more so than our 5+ rating on Yelp, our A+ rating on BB&B, and our NPS scores. These scores, they mean we are winning for customers. They mean we're making a difference in people's lives. The highest compliment we could ever receive is when one of our homeowners refers us to one of their friends and families to go solar. And let me tell you, that happens daily. It's pretty cool. So enough about all of that. Let's go back to where it all started. There is a massive opportunity, 87 million eligible homes. A solar installation happens every 60 seconds. So what part will be yours? How big of an impact will you make? You can be part of not only a major shift in how we power our homes, moving the world to a clean energy future, but also you can be part of a shift for yourself and your family, a shift that could mean time freedom, location freedom, inner freedom, and financial freedom, truly living your life by design, a shift that could quite literally change your life, just like it did for Cynthia, Jeff, and Williams, and also my own. How do you get started? Super simple process. You are going to register for our platform, and that's $99 one-time onboarding fee. And then it's an $85 a month technology cost. With that technology cost, you're getting a solar sales and fulfillment software suite. You're getting a cost of good models with 4 ways to earn. You're getting diverse access to leading equipment and all that financing. You're getting the tools, the training, the culture, the support, everything that you need to succeed. It's there. After you leave here tonight, you're never going to look at another rooftop again. I tell you, every time I fly in an airplane, I just look down and just see homeowners I want to help. Now, it represents an opportunity to just help all of those homeowners. It's an opportunity for you to earn a thriving living, having a thriving, successful solar business. It's an opportunity to be part of a solution for the greatest crisis of our generation. So I invite you to get back with the person that invited you here tonight. I invite you to join us on our mission. So thank you all very much. Bobby, I'm going to turn the Zoom back over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. Great work as always. We love you. Thank you so much. We have a couple special guests here tonight that we want to talk to for a couple minutes. Can we get them on the screen side by side? Is that possible? For John and Sean? Where are you guys?
Right here,
Sean,
sir.
yeah, if you want to go ahead and come out, Sean. I am not sure, Bobby, if I can technically get 2 people on a screen, but maybe Irene or somebody can.
All right, we'll take a shot. No worries. So Sean, let's start with you, man. So maybe you can share with everybody out there. Again, we're speaking to our guests. We're honored to have you here tonight. We appreciate you being a part of the platform. Maybe you can share with everybody how you came to Powur.
Well, Bobby, I'd love to tell you it was all the messages you sent me on LinkedIn. But I've helped a lot of people go solar over time. I've worked in several different business models, from the big companies to the EPCs and smaller shops. And I wanted to have my own business, and you guys provide all of that in a box for me. You know, my office every day is here in my hand, and I can't say anything better than that.
That's awesome, man. And what would you say to the guests here tonight again about what your experience? Again, you've seen a lot, you participate in a lot, about what your experience has been so far with our company.
Yeah, for sure. I would say the things that really highlight that experience for me are the technology and the university that's available to you. If you're not learning, you're falling behind. And Powur has built a system that can take someone from a zero to a hero, and take someone that thinks they know everything, like I did when I started, and I learned a few new tricks. So you have that available to you throughout, and you'll continue to grow in your career. And it's allowed me to help more homeowners go solar and realize their dreams. So I'm at the happiest point I've ever been in my life, and I own my own business for the first time, and it's all thanks to Powur.
Well, that's pretty freaking cool. There's nothing we'd like to hear better than somebody being in the best place they've ever been in their life. And in closing, man, because we're a little ahead. Melissa did a great job of being speedy here. What would you say to the people that are trying to make a decision tonight? About if they want to join our company, if they want to be in solar, what would you say to them?
Well, I would say, look at the numbers, right? There are a lot of homes that don't have solar. We have a need for that in our country, not just for the energy crisis, but to help our planet too. Why not have a cause that makes you want to get up every day and make great money while you're doing it? As you can see,
I love it, man.
Yep.
I love it. We are honored to have you on the platform. Anybody that gets a chance to work with you is just a lucky individual. And working with Melissa, we know what an honor that is. So thanks, man, for everything you're doing.
Hey, appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on, and I'll see all you new team members soon.
All right, man. Hang out. John, what's happening, brother?
It's going good. How are you doing?
Oh, doing good, man. Looks like I love your background there. Looks pretty nice, man. So again, if you could share with our guests, John, how you came to Powur.
So my story's a little different. I didn't have any background in power, any solar. My reason was my family. I wanted the freedom. I had an 8-week-old, and I stayed at home with her, and I got miserable at work. I had no idea. I didn't want to leave him anymore. I didn't know my 13-year-old, I didn't know my 11-year-old. I got my solar system installed. This is actually, I don't use this background. This is actually my solar system that's behind me. I've never used this background, but I thought it was saying. So I actually got the Melissa Dawson to sell me my system. I was doing Uber and Lyft at the time, and it was miserable. I was working, my car was wrecked all the time, and I was like, I'm going to try this. I can do this. Didn't really know anything about it. Melissa got some headaches working with me, but I'm glad she worked through that. And
Don't worry.
My goal.
You got headaches working with me. It's all fair, brother. And what would you say to people out there again about what your experience has been?
Yeah, my goal was to go part-time by 2023. I separated from Costco, making a significant amount of money in May, went 100% into solar. I had 8 contracts, and currently I'm at 28 from June after, top 25 in the summer challenge. I have 15 on my team. I didn't have any in May. So I'm saying there's so many opportunities to make money. It's an amazing company. Gives me the freedom. I never miss anything with my kids. I have the best relationship with my family I ever have. And yes, it's a totally different. I don't know a lot of solar companies, but I couldn't imagine working for any other one.
Yeah, no, I get it, man. That was always, I felt, my biggest victory in business was I was able to be a stay-at-home dad and be with my kids and my wife and have the kind of relationship that we have. You can't buy that. You just can't get that. And what would you say again to the people out there tonight? Because that's our audience tonight.
Yeah.
The guests here that invited in to make a decision. What would you say to them?
I would say I knew nothing about solar, so you don't have to be a professional. If you are, it's great. But you can learn. Powur is a great source, has 7,000 or more consultants that can help you. I teach. I know a lot of other mentors that teach. A lot of people have taught me, and I like to pay it forward now. But I really appreciate Powur and everything it's done for me, and I'm going to be here a long time, and I hope y'all choose to too.
Well, we are just getting started, brother. And again, thank you for everything you've done on the platform. You lift so many people up. You're part of an amazing team, and you haven't even gotten started yet, man. It's just the beginning.
Thank you.
Melissa, I'm going to bring you back in a minute. Actually, I want to bring you back on now, Melissa. I think we didn't plan this. We didn't talk about this, but maybe you can, I rarely bring the main speaker back on, but if you could take a moment and just share with everybody the shift that's happened in your life, whatever you're comfortable sharing, about where you are today and what it feels like. I mean, you're looking great. Obviously, you're doing great things. I know you're building your dream house. There's some things that folks don't know out there. Maybe you could take a moment and just share with them, what it's been like for you, this transition.
So something I never got from corporate America was the love, the family, the support, the community, and the culture. And that's just something you can't get anywhere else. And we have that, I'm able to live a total life by design, building a home with my dream, with my husband, all of that. But last year, in the midst of us building the home, literally just the two of us, with me running heavy equipment, all sorts of things. It was crazy weather patterns. My brother passed away. And the first person that I text at 3 a.m. was Bobby Smith. I'm like, OMG, what do I do? You know, like that's culture. I did not call my other VP or president of my last company. No, I didn't. But that was Bobby at 3 a.m. You know, maybe it's because I knew that he'd be awake. But yes,
that's a problem.
And then in addition to that, Jim Bunch and Jonathan Budd, like they gave me personal development tools to where I had interpersonal developments that I can't even fathom that I would have gotten in corporate America. And those are developments that have led me to being a more successful entrepreneur, that now I have the ability to go help others find that inner peace within themselves too.
Melissa's been one of the greatest stories. We're all growing, we're all learning, I'm growing, but one of the great personal development stories in our company. She started out amazing and today she's just phenomenal. So, and it takes away the excuses, thank you, Melissa, of anyone out there who thinks like she's in the middle of nowhere, pardon me. she's in nowheresville, you know. I don't even know if there's a restaurant out there, but she's managed to build this ridiculous business nationwide and lead others and branch out and helping us build other divisions of the company, and just, you know, leading and being a powerful woman in our company, and which is so needed more and more and more and more. Every walk of life, shape, size, and color. Melissa's been just a kick-ass woman that's always taken no prisoners and been an amazing leader in our company. So thank you. We're honored by you as a human being and what you do for this company. I would say in closing to the guests out there, I'm watching the chat bar and I watch the questions that come in. I have a relatively famous saying now that someone taught to me a long time ago, and it's look at the donut, don't look for the hole. People spend so much time trying to find a hole in something. What's wrong with it? Sounds too good, all those types of things. Remember, folks, we've been doing this for 8 years through 4 model changes. We've broken 2 world records raising money. We've been back to back the fastest growing solar company in the United States of America on the Inc. 500 list. Out of 32 million companies in the United States, we were 41. We'll do $500 million in revenue. You know, our board has raised billions in venture capital. You know, last month alone, we brought 1,200 salespeople onto this platform. We are breaking records every day. Some of our leaders are making incomes that have never been seen, 7-figure incomes that have never been seen in the solar industry that I'm aware of before. And it's a very simple understanding. All you have to do is connect 2 dots. It really is this simple. If you're trying to make a decision. When President Biden signed the bill a few weeks ago, it put the exclamation point on the fact that renewable energy is the biggest shift of wealth in the history of man and womankind. It's never happened before. It's never going to happen again. 10 years, 30% federal tax credit, additional credits for renewable energy products. Remember, we're not a solar company. We're a platform. Natalie, I love the background. I love what's going on behind you, Natalia. I'm watching it. We're a platform. We're not a solar company. You know, behind that, you're doing good, whoever she is. Behind solar is the backup battery, of course. 95% of the people in Puerto Rico will be ordering backup batteries. And it's renewable energy HVAC systems. And Melissa's playing a big role in our adding HVAC to our platform. Electric vehicle charging stations are predicted to be one of the big ones. And I'd like to personally sell electric cars on our platform. Why wouldn't we? Every company that's selling a renewable energy product is going to want to be on our platform. We are free distribution. We'll have over 10,000 active sales reps. So why wouldn't they? So if you just connect the 2 dots, if you buy into the fact that renewable energy is the greatest shift of wealth and the most important in the history of man and womankind, and you connect the dots that it has to be on a platform. Solar's been around for 30 years. It's been in Costco and Best Buy and Home Depot, 10,000 companies, 150,000 salespeople. And in that old red line model, what they call it, they got 4% market share. It's a broken, deceptive, and failed model. It has to be on a platform. You know, we laughed when transportation went to Uber and Lyft. People doubted that. When Facebook was born, they made fun of it. And look at LinkedIn and Instagram and Twitter. Look what's happening with crypto, now an accepted form of currency for tax In Canada, I believe I saw it today. You know, the world has shifted and everything in our daily lives has shifted to an online platform. So if you just get the fact that Powur represents the platform economy for renewable energy, then your search is over. There is no debate to be had. And look, folks, when I first looked at this company, somebody found me on Facebook and I was asked to fly out and they sent me something I just didn't dig. And I got on the phone with our CEO and he asked me to fly out to California. At that point, there were half a dozen people working in a broken down one room office with busted floors and busted windows above Patagonia on the beach in Southern California. I had to believe in that company. I had to go home and talk to my wife about why I was going to join a company with broken windows and shitty floors, right? With a half a dozen people. Now that company employs 300 people. And again, featured twice on the Inc. magazine and the fastest growing solar company in the world. You have to have a vision. You have to take a chance sometimes. You know, I'm a little older than some of the people on this Zoom. People made fun of me many years ago because I got involved in this thing called the cellular industry. And people laughed at me. They said, nobody's ever going to use those things, cell phones. They'll never adapt. And look what happened. I got involved in the internet and everybody told me I was crazy. No one's ever going to use the internet. That was their story. When I bought my first house and moved out here to the Valley, everybody told me I was crazy. No one lives out there. Where are you going to food shop? Where are you going to go in the winter? 5 miles out from everybody else. And now everybody, as Michael Barrison knows, lives out here. So, and he knows about the solar and he knows about the internet. He knows everything we went through. So it's really just a question. You got to look at yourself. You can't debate us. The debate is over. You know, and when I joined the company, you couldn't talk about climate change. And look at what we're faced with now. Humanity is under a red alert by the entire scientific community. If we don't do something, I promise you, our grandchildren will not be living the same life that we are today. There are red tides in Florida. We have another hurricane bearing down on South Florida after Puerto Rico has been destroyed for its third time. Fires in California. And the argument would be made years ago that it's cyclical. It's just, that's what happens. Well, it's not what happens. It's not what happened to our food supplies and the air that we breathe and everything else that we're doing. So what greater gift could there be than to have a business with purpose, to make a lot of money and do something special? My greatest gift is that my kids appreciate me for what I'm doing, what I stand for. I spent 10 years before this building a nonprofit cancer foundation. So to our guests here tonight, you have to just make a simple decision. What do you want to stand for? Why would you take a job with a solar company when you can own your own for a few bucks a month? It just fundamentally doesn't make sense. Why would a solar pro work on a busted red line model when they could be here? Why wouldn't every real estate professional and HVAC professional and home professional have solar in their portfolio? You're the trusted expert of someone's home, their roof, their real estate, their financing, their mortgage. Why wouldn't you be offering them solar and pick up $7,000, $8,000 for an hour of your time while giving them a reduction in electric bill? Folks, if you Google right now what's happening to the electric bills in the United States of America, the predictions from Massachusetts, I saw articles today, 30, 40, 50% increases in electricity bills this winter alone. Anybody on here thinks electric bills are going down? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? Anybody think they're going down? They're not. This is just the beginning. So again, we're not perfect. We're learning every day. We are a public benefit corporation. We are held to a different standard. If it's not good for our grandchildren, if there's $100 billion in it, we won't do it. We stand for what we stand for. We do these events every Monday night, but all of you should mark your calendars because October 24th, 25th, and 26th from our $1 million CNN-like media center, we'll be broadcasting 3 nights in a row. First time we've ever done this in the history of our company for solar professionals, for real estate professionals, and then for HVAC contractors and everyone's calling on the home. 3 special separate events, October 24th, 25th, and 26th. So I urge you to get back on the phone with the person that brought you here, get your questions answered, and make a decision. And again, a special thank you tonight to Sean and to John and to Melissa and to our support staff and all of our executive team, Irene, and everybody behind the scenes who makes these events special. We thank you for spending time with us. Again, our prayers go to the folks in Puerto Rico, and we look out for our friends and family in Florida. Stay safe, be smart. And I hope you'll take 5 minutes and enroll in Powur tonight and be a part of the future of solar and renewable energy. Remember, look at the donut. Stop trying to find the hole. We know exactly who we are. We know exactly where we're going. We're just looking for the people that want to join us on that ride. So peace out, and thank you for being here tonight. Good night.